Your dog is staring at you again. Not at your hand, not at the treat, not at the door, at your face. Your eyes, specifically, waiting for something you haven't even said yet. No other animal on Earth does this the way a dog does. Not chimpanzees, your closest living relatives. Not wolves, a dog's closest living relatives. Just dogs. And the reason why traces back to a connection so old, so strange, and so deliberate that it may have quietly decided which species inherited the planet. You'd assume dogs became this way because early humans captured wolf pups and slowly bred the aggression out of them over thousands of years of careful selection. That assumption is only half right, and the half that's missing changes the entire story. In 1959, a Soviet geneticist named Dmitry Belyaev began an experiment that had nothing to do with dogs at all. He was breeding silver foxes on a farm outside Novosibirsk, selecting only for one trait: tameness. Nothing else, not appearance, not size, just which foxes tolerated humans without fear. Within a few generations, something happened that Belyaev hadn't bred for and couldn't explain through selection alone. The tame foxes started developing floppy ears, curled tails, patches of white fur. Some even started barking. None of these traits had anything to do with tameness directly. Selecting for friendliness alone was somehow dragging an entire cluster of physical changes along with it, as if calmness toward humans was wired into the same genetic switchboard as puppy-like features. Sit with that. An experiment designed to study behavior accidentally recreated, in real time, the exact physical transformation that turned wolves into dogs.
Belyaev's foxes never got there completely, but dogs did thousands of years earlier. And the fossil record shows something that should stop you. In 1914, in a cave near Bonn, Germany, archaeologists uncovered the remains of two humans buried alongside a young dog. For decades, the burial was studied mostly for its age, roughly 14,000 years old, one of the earliest confirmed dog burials ever found. Then, in 2018, researchers Luke Janssens and a team of veterinary pathologists re-examined the dog's teeth and bones using modern diagnostic techniques. What they found changed how researchers think about the earliest human-dog relationship entirely. The dog had suffered from canine distemper, a brutal viral illness that, without treatment, typically kills within weeks. But this dog's bones showed evidence of surviving multiple relapses over a period of months. An animal that sick, that consistently, could not have hunted, could not have guarded anything, could not have provided any practical benefit to the humans caring for it. They kept it alive anyway. Fed it by hand, likely for months, with nothing to gain from the effort except the animal's survival. That should feel odd. The oldest solid evidence of a dog kept by humans isn't a working animal earning its place through usefulness. It's a sick, dying puppy someone refused to let die, 14,000 years before anyone wrote down the word loyalty. But here's the deeper twist, the one that undoes the whole story you probably grew up believing. Anthropologist Pat Shipman has argued that the timing of the wolf-human bond may not be incidental at all. Around 40,000 years ago, Homo sapiens began succeeding in Europe in ways Neanderthals, who had lived there for hundreds of thousands of years, suddenly couldn't match. Shipman's research points to something unusual showing up in the archaeological record at exactly this moment. Early evidence of wolf-like canines living in close proximity to human camps, sharing in the proceeds of increasingly efficient mammoth and horse hunts. Her theory is not that humans tamed wolves for companionship first. It's that an early partnership with proto-dogs may have given Homo sapiens a hunting advantage so significant it helped push Neanderthals toward extinction. Which means the dog sleeping at your feet right now may be tied to one of the most consequential turning points in the entire history of your species. Which is, honestly, a little humbling. And the wolves may not have been passively captured at all. Researcher Brian Hare at Duke University has spent decades studying canine cognition, and one of his most consistent findings involves something deceptively simple. Show a dog two identical containers, then point at one of them. Puppies with zero training understand instantly. They follow the point every time. Wolves, even wolves raised from birth by humans, almost never do. Neither do chimpanzees, despite sharing 98% of your DNA. Dogs read human gesture and intention in a way no other animal on the planet naturally does, and they do it from the moment they're born. Hare's research suggests this points towards something called self-domestication.
Rather than humans hunting down and forcibly taming aggressive wolves, the friendliest, least fearful wolves may have chosen to linger near human camps on their own, drawn by discarded food, tolerating proximity that more aggressive wolves couldn't handle. Over generations, natural selection did the rest, favoring exactly the wolves calm enough to stay close, generation after generation, until an entirely new species emerged that was built, quite literally, to read your face. So bring it back to you. Every time your dog locks eyes with you, waiting, reading your expression before you've said a word, you're witnessing tens of thousands of years of selection pressure that ran in both directions at once. Not one species conquering another, two species converging, slowly, deliberately, until one of them evolved eyes built specifically to search yours for meaning.
Here's the part that actually matters. Somewhere in a cave near Bonn, someone spent months keeping a dying puppy alive for no practical reason at all. Somewhere on the plains of Ice Age Europe, the calmest wolves gambled on getting close to human fires instead of staying wild. Both bets paid off across thousands of years in ways neither species could have understood at the time. Anytime you find your dog is staring at you again, now you know. That look isn't just affection. It's the final result of the oldest cross-species partnership your kind has ever built, staring back at you from 4 feet away, still waiting, still watching, still reading your face the way its ancestors learned to 1 ice age ago.
If this video changed the way you look at your dog tonight, share it with someone who's never thought twice about why their dog stares at them like that. With someone who needs to hear that this bond is older and stranger than they ever imagined. Like this video if it made you see something as ordinary as a dog's gaze a little differently today. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. This channel exists to keep asking the questions nobody else bothers to. And drop a comment below. Tell me the moment your dog looked at you like that. What were you doing? This channel exists because of people who stay till the end. So thank you, genuinely. See you in the next one.